Welcome to Mystic Moons. How are you? This is a reading for fire signs. Fire signs, I felt like doing a short reading last night when I was doing the other Are You Being Watched. I was so tired. Yesterday feels so far away, too. I still am a little tired, fire signs. But I felt like doing a short read. Fire signs should be short enough. And I say I have a little bit of curiosity myself. If you are subscribed, thank you so much for being part of the channel. If you're not, well, consider subscribing. I have quality pixelated mountain broadcasting up here. Would love to have you primarily listen to what messages I can share. The cards are pretty much all the same. I see this being for anyone with a fire moon, a fire sun, a fire rising. As this is Are You Being Watched, consider your 12th and 8th house energies as well, if you feel called to. Start with Leo. Let's see, Leo, who is watching you? Queen of Swords. Leo is someone who's watching you, someone who was spurned, or someone was turned down, Leo. Someone didn't match standards, Leo. That's who's watching you. Find out more. Queen of Swords has a hanged man. 8 of Wands. Bottom of the deck energy, Lovers. 4 Pentacles. Leo, the person who's watching you is someone who's interested in you, at the very least, in a partnership, but it looks like they want a lot more of that with 4 Pentacles, the Lovers, and I'd also say Hangman energy here. Well, either there is some confusion here on what was wanted from the Queen of Swords, Leo, or this Hangman was just sort of, didn't really think it was worth it at that point in time to put in what whoever was acting in Queen of Swords energy, what she wanted. Either way, what I have here is someone who's watching you, Leo, and this person did not match your standards. A love connection where they did not match your standards. However, Leo, they've been watching, they've been thinking, they took some time back, and they are planning on coming forward, Leo. They are going to come forward with a love connection. What I have here, though, is that they're watching you right now to kind of, if I was to use slang, because it feels like I should here, like they're coming to suss you out, right? They're going to like watch you. Like, if you ever heard of that phrase, SUS. They're evaluating you, Leo. They're watching you like the way someone goes and stalks a block before they make action, or a developer before they go in and bring up their plans for revitalization. How they have people who hang out for a little bit and they comment on the pros and cons and what kind of sentiment is in the streets and how should they approach the local politicians and so forth, right? Anyway, this person is doing their footwork about you, Leo, but this person is known to you. This person definitely was lazy before. However, I'm going to say in this Hangman energy that hesitation they had about doing what they needed to do has changed, but now they're just watching and waiting, planning. Leo, a past person is going to come back, one that didn't meet your expectations, and that person's planning on trying to impress you this time. So, Leo, let's go and check out the next message. You know, Matthew, it's interesting that you say that because, you know, out of all the Abrahamic faiths, the Islamic faith, the Judaic faith, Christianity is the only one that prays to Jesus. And in strict Noahide laws, that's seen as idolatry. Something to think about. In other words, to the Orthodox Jews, when you pray to Jesus, it's almost the same thing as the Hindus praying to their many gods. So interesting to think about how different religious thoughts are perceived to other entities. But you know, Matthew, we have alien disclosure coming. There's a whole lot more to think about our world. Obviously, we have the divine. And the divine is what actually goes and spurs me to share my collective messages, all 3,000 of my messages. I share because I believe in the higher power of light, love, and blessings. Because Lord knows, Matthew, that's what we need more of. Anyway, there's always a fun character like that, but it's so ignorant. Especially, too, if we think about the fact that Jesus was the first mystic, or the first well-known mystic, right? All the miracles that he performed. And look how they treated him. Sad. Humanity always needs to do so much better. And I believe that we are doing better, increment by increment. Anyway, let's go on to the next sign. We did Leo, now let's check out Aries. Aries, who is watching you? Who should you be aware of, Aries? Someone whose has taken a self-confident, someone whose self-confidence has taken a hit, Aries. That's who's watching you right now. In fact, too, Aries, I would say that in this energy, I don't think this is someone who you would expect to be mentally all anguished, because this person is and anguish is a perfect term for how they're feeling. But it's something that this person appears calm and stable. But they're not. They're sad. Very, very sad. Aries, this person hasn't seen you for a while. This person hasn't seen you for a while, Aries, and I think that person went away because Aries or disassociated with you for some reason in some way, because they couldn't help. Maybe Seven of Swords, Hermit, maybe they didn't want to help. Maybe they felt they weren't able to help. They weren't able to help, they didn't want to help, they didn't want to, or didn't have the resources, didn't consider they had the resources to help. Or this person was going through financial issues themselves and they didn't want you to be aware of that. One of the other areas. Either way, this person has been putting up a front for a while with that Five of Pentacles. They basically went quiet, Aries, to save face, and they're still saving face right now. Signs, Aries, I have Virgo, I have Aquarius, I have Taurus, I have Pisces, I have Gemini right here. Let's go and find out more. So, Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. Empress. Aries, this person definitely went quiet because you're more impressive than they are, or you were getting more opportunities than they have been, or you were more comfortable, financially comfortable, or just mentally comfortable than they were. This person, Aries, went quiet because, or stopped dealing with you because some sort of mess was happening in their lives while you, Aries, appeared to be moving forward. They didn't want you to find out about how something is unraveling at the seams for this person. And Aries, the person who's watching you, stuff is still messed up for this person. If you know placements of who this could be, Aries, I do think as well with this kind of energy, it's not something that would be private. Like I think you could find it, oh, so-and-so lost their job, or maybe so-and-so moved, or maybe so-and-so had some tragedy in their household, something. This person has been going through stuff. And it's affected their stability, affected their achievement. I don't think it's so much in this energy of this person just simply got passed over, Aries, for like a job promotion or anything like that. No, I think it was more critical, like this person had a job and maybe lost the job. Maybe they're working some job that pays 1/8 of what they need, or I don't know, a big sinkhole opened up under their house, their basement foundation is shaking, something, right? Someone close to them, something not so nice happened, something. And it could feel like a couple of events here. Anyway, I also have Sagittarius and Taurus energy, Taurus, Cancer. Aries, I have someone right now who can't approach you because I feel like they're really doing badly in their life. And maybe Aries too in this energy, let me say, especially with Queen of Wands, by the way, is how I view my Aries. I view my queens as cardinals. With the Queen of Wands here and the Empress, Aries, I would almost venture to say maybe what they're going through isn't quite the big deal or needs to be the big secret that they think it is, because it's like the Empress and Queen of Wands are such capable, understanding, and problem-solving energies, right? Like both of these energies have the generosity and the eagerness and the candidness and so forth and so on to actually like see an issue and work to resolve it intelligently, right? They have that also the inclination to do that. Queen of Wands would see that as, a worthwhile effort. The Empress would do that to continue to expand her grace to her surroundings, right? I mean, the Empress, she has grace, she has stability, and she spreads that, she expands that. But this person, in other words, I feel like whatever this person is going through, Aries, they could share it with you without any sort of judgment, or whatever they would fear would be reflected in their eyes. Like you could offer some sort of advice or help or something of the both. And this person just isn't seeing it, Aries, because you are just doing too well while they're doing too poorly. and that's all that they can see are their failures, and all that they can see is your successes, and they don't want to be seen as less than you. This person right now is all caught up in their head, and because of the trauma and anguish that they're in, they can't see anything more than just their series of failures. Aries, this person would like to go and approach you, the person who's watching you, but right now they can't. And Aries, I'm going to say that as long as you are doing well and seemingly comfortable, seemingly successful, seemingly stable, seemingly going ahead with life, getting life done or working through life, whatever, right? This person, Aries, is at a standstill. That's who's watching you. Aries, in this energy, it feels really open too. Like this could be a family friend. This could be someone definitely close to you. It's not like a working relationship who's watching you. This person knows you well on a personal level. So whether that's romantically or friendship wise, I feel that could be either or. But the main point is, Aries, if you look at these placements and if you dig around, I'm sure you'll hear, if you're curious, I'm sure you'll hear of this, because this person is just not one not so nice thing happening, but a series. Anyway, this person is in distress right now too. They're in a mental anguish, but they're actually in distress right now too. All right, Aries, that's who's watching you. And this person will not come forward because it's embarrassing. Oh, that's sad. I'm going to do this a little bit because that person is sad, Aries. They're in anguish. And it's not about to stop too. Whatever they're in the midst of it. Even though it's Nine of Swords, nine's almost being done, they're still in the midst of it, and they've had a series. They've had some sort of different setback prior. They're being put through some harsh lessons, and they're sad. Anyway, Aries, I don't know what the deal is with that person. I'm not drawing any more cards on them, but I'm sending a little mental hug over to the person who's watching you, because that's just sad energy, Aries. Anyway. So our final fire sign is Sagittarius. Oh, and thank you so much for the likes. I do appreciate them. Thank you. Yes, let's go and send. I don't know if the person who's watching Aries did the bad or not. I'm not really getting that they did the bad, but that person is, it's so sad. Person is wearing thin. Poor person. Oh, one more. I got a headache now. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, let's go and see who's watching you. Give me a second, Sagittarius. I still feel that. Need to cut it off. All right, Sagittarius, let's go and find out who's watching you. Who should you be aware of that's watching you? Hello, Lana. Nice to meet you. My little kitty says hello too by my side. She's like there. She woke up as well. Okay. Let's check out Sagittarius. Who's watching you? Sagittarius, someone's watching you, wondering if they should come forward. Wondering, Sagittarius, too, let me say in this energy, Four of Cups, Queen of Wands, if they are, is the word charming enough, dynamic enough, innovative enough, interesting enough? Are they too boring for you? Sagittarius, first of all, that's someone who's watching you, someone who is definitely more reserved than you. And I feel like Sagittarius, they're wondering if they can match your dynamicism. Am I saying the word correctly? I'm probably not. I probably butchered that word. Like dynamic, but the ism at the end. I'm not going to repeat it right now. I'm afraid I'll say it. But that word, Sagittarius, I don't know if this is a boring person or not, but this person definitely feels a bit drab to you, Sagittarius. However, Sagittarius, it's precisely because you are such a spark of fire why this person is drawn to you. But I do feel, Sagittarius, this is like a sardine and an orange. You know, it's kind of like if you put those two things together. You're like the orange and they're like the sardine. And not just because you're a fire sign and they could be a water sign. Could they be a Cancer? Poor little Cancer. Did I just call Cancer an oily sardine? Cancers will forgive me if they're cross-watching, right? Well, sardines are cute, right? I mean, they're sold in the store, so obviously there's a market for them. All right, Sagittarius, let's find out more about your sardine. Seven of Swords. And look, the Lovers here. Somebody's trying to pursue a love connection with you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I do feel the person who's watching you is someone interested in a love connection with you. However, Sagittarius, would you like this person? I am almost tempted to draw one more card. Shall I draw one more card to see if you like this person? Because I am getting this person is a little drab compared to you still. Not bad, just drab. Does that mean you'd like this person? I don't know. This person really likes you, but that's no fun, Sagittarius, if someone only likes you and you don't like them, right? Sagittarius, just because of benevolency and good karma, let's go and get one card of how you view them. My Queen of Wands is an energetic card that I always feel like you have to go and win over her. Like she's just not like already in receptive energy like a Queen of Cups or a Queen of Pentacles. Like it has to make sense for her to get into feels. So I'm going to pull one more. Okay, this person is interesting to you, Sagittarius. That's a relief. Because I try Sagittarius when I do my love readings as well, but this is like who's watching you. But I try overall in my energy, if there are energies that I pull up, I try and make sure that, you know, it's not going to be someone that you meet and then you're going to be like, oh my goodness, how did I attract that? No, I don't want that for you. I don't want that for anybody. But this person you're going to feel intrigued by. If anything else, Sagittarius, you will like their accomplishments. You will like their stability. This is weird, although it's fire. I would say it almost feels a little bit like earth energy. This person is just so dedicated to going, but it's like, although it's fire here, Sagittarius, I feel like this person is a slow mover. They're slow and steady. This person is reliable, or they'll appear reliable to you. It's not so much. what they look like, Sagittarius. I think what you just like about them is their dependability, almost their predictability, and how you can tell that they're no slouch and that they continue to go forward. I think that's what you would appreciate about this person primarily. Anyway, Sagittarius, the person who's watching you, as I said, I do feel they are a tad drab to you. And this person thinks that you are just fantastic, Sagittarius. This person has been spying on you. This person enjoys, I feel like saying, this is passive energy. They probably are watching you somewhere on social media or something like that. They probably have your pictures. Or at least one picture. Could they have taken a picture? I don't know, Sagittarius. This person is, they watch you in a passive way. And they like doing that. And I feel they spend a little too much time doing that. You have a love interest, Sagittarius, and this person will eventually come forward. They're wondering about how they do feel. Like they're not quite as impressive as you, which I would agree with despite this energy, the classic energy, because what I'm feeling here is you're going to like where they're going and how they move more than anything else. While this person likes everything about you. They like your poise and your presence, Sagittarius. Anyway, Sagittarius, that's who's watching you. I could say much more things about this, but no need, Sagittarius. You have an admirer. Signs, I have Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Aries. You have almost everybody. I feel the strongest actually, Sagittarius, is Cancer and Aquarius. Isn't that interesting, Sagittarius? This person is steadily plodding ahead on their goals. Maybe they're traveling at a conservative speed, like 45, 55 miles per hour towards their future goals. Anyway, Sagittarius, that's what I have for you. I have someone who's eyeing you for a love connection. Well, more than a love connection. But they are insecure about you next to them. All right, so that is all the fire signs for who's watching you. I might do moon messages later. I might. We'll see. I might be back later with some other readings too. I don't know. We'll see. I almost want to do a video of my kitty. She's sleeping so cutely. Maybe I'll show you here. Isn't she cute? I think she puts a little paw out. Isn't that cute? She's like, how come you're not scratching me? The little... Quick-chat. Can you say hi? She says I don't need to say hi. I know it's mommy. Yes. My little muse. Of course, the channel is named after her because her full name is Mystic Cherokee. And anyway, she says she doesn't have to go and look up to me. She's like, I know you. I know what my mommy will do. She'll do nothing. She'll just scratch me and send me on my way. Oh, did you check out, by the way, if you're interested? I know it's pixelated, but do check out the, if you want, check out the video I did this morning of myself clipping my my eldest cat's nails. Boss May, the Siamese. You could see like how she treats me. Like that one loves me. I mean, they all love me, but Kwee-Chan, she really, 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 like her and I are just like that. Like she really trusts me. she's, no worries. But my Siamese says everything has to be on her terms. And my Siamese doesn't trust me for anything. Like if I pick her up, if I'm standing up and if I pick her up, she's like, oh, you're going to drop me. If I tell her to go inside, like, inside a room, she's like, you don't have to tell me what to do. If I tell her to get off the counters, you don't tell me what to do. If she's on the bed and if I put a cover over her because it's chilly, she's like, you disturb me. She gives me little growls here and there. Like she's always growling at me. But I clipped her nails and you could hear a little bit more of how she treats me. Anyway. Hi, Yellow Rose. Happy Monday, right? It's hard to believe it's Monday. We're halfway through the month of February, and very soon we're going to have spring. Of course, my driveway is about 5 inches of solid ice. I have to get some salt or pour some hot water out on the pavement, one or the other. But I'm going to think about that a little later. Anyway, Yellow Rose, you're a Virgo Leo cusp, right? Leos, I think, were the first signs I did. I believe I did a Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius in that order. Well, I think I may do an aware and beware, actually. I'll do one of those. But I'll do it maybe in a half an hour or an hour. Maybe I'll do it in 15 minutes. I'm going to go and get some tea or something. And I'll do an afternoon aware, beware. So if you want to go and check that out, just general messages to the collective as a whole. May or may not resonate, but we can see what we get. I consider those to be pretty much timeless too. So if you see an aware or beware, and if you think, maybe you're interested, I recommend just go and click on it. And I don't know, you can even click on it and just choose somewhere in the timeline and just listen to it. Oh, with the Gemini. Oh, that's so surprising that the Gemini could not be a good conversationalist. That's a shame. That's a shame that he was dry. How could a Gemini be dry? You must have some stern placements somewhere, some reserved placements. Ah. One moment. He is nuts about chestnuts. I mean, like, he is seriously nuts about chestnuts. He knows all the chestnut forest in the Northeast. I believe that chestnuts, he told me, grow some, maybe I won't say Northeast. I think they grow, according to the lectures he's given me, as far down south as Georgia. If anyone is in Georgia, you can let me know if that's true or not. But he says that they do start pretty much in the south, and then they go different types of variations as they make their way north. There are certain chestnut groves that have been here since before the Europeans came to colonize them. Apparently, the Native Americans, way back when, they actually cultivated these chestnut groves so that they would have a regular supply of food. And chestnuts were a pretty big thing. And also, too, apparently, when the settlers came and blah, 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 they cut down a good portion of chestnuts. And the chestnut trees that have been grown since then are apparently, I think, like the Chinese chestnut or some other kind of chestnut, the European chestnut, and that there is an American chestnut that is actually so-called endangered. Of course, I am not the chestnut expert. He is, and the last time I heard a lecture on chestnuts was easily 2 years ago. So while I do have an excellent memory, I'm not sure if my memory on chestnuts is accurate, but it's somewhere around there. Those were some of the tidbits of chestnuts that I learned, and I still recall. Anyway, the person who called me, he likes running around in the woods chasing chestnuts. He also likes running around in the woods and repopulating old growth chestnut groves with new American chestnut saplings. And apparently he was out. Oh, I think he's calling me again. I must get this. Oh, maybe I should have not said his name. Well, that's a moniker. His real name is something else, something quite ordinary. Anyway, yeah, so he told me that he was out running around in the woods, getting ready for maple season. He has a whole bunch of maple trees, and he's wrapping plastic and whatnot they do to prep maple trees for maple syrup. I remember as a kid, I used to read books about preparing maple syrup, and I thought, oh, that would be nice to participate in, but somehow I have no interest in wanting to participate in running around in the woods and wrapping trees in plastic for maple syrup. Maybe I should, but right now I just don't feel the spark of interest for that. Because I do like maple syrup. But I don't think I like the idea of the process of it. I like maple trees too. I think they're very pretty. But running around in the snow, and then there's stages. I mean, it's a lot of work. Sounds like man's work too, where you have to lift up the sap and you have to boil it and, I don't know, do all these things to it. I mean, I have a hard enough time lifting the crock pot. Anyway, I got cats to lift. That's what they say. I have lots of meows. You know, theoretically, I should only have one cat. Theoretically, I'd like to say there are no cats, but then they meow. So there has to be at least one cat. Or that is me speaking in meow, I could say. You did not hear a cat. You heard me just meowing. I am a talented person who can meow as many cats. Like there's a meow, there's a meow. Yeah, so unfortunately, I think I have to have at least one cat. For the nosy neighbors who say, I hear a meow. Anyway, so Yellow Rose. So the conversation was good, and then it's Monday, and he dried up communication wise. You know, Yellow Rose, I think I went to sleep this morning at 6. I was out running around from 10 to maybe 7 yesterday. Then I did something else. Oh, yes, I did something that actually is kind of neither here nor there, but I wanted to do it anyway. Which is kind of why I did the aware and beware, even though I was dead tired. Is this it? I think it is. It feels like it. Yeah, I'm creating these new oracle cards. Well, they're not really oracle cards per se, but they're words that I've been feeling and words that I'm interested in. So just to add some more things on there. I see I have middle class twice. I need to cross that out. Where is my pen? I don't know. It's because I reorganized everything. I've had so many things happen between now and last Tuesday, I think. But yeah, these are what I'm going to put up, and I'm going to add them to the aware and beware. So just all a whole bunch of words. I have words around, of course, the zodiac signs. I have words for businesses. I have words for magic. I have words for creative outlets. I have words for ethnicities and personality types and perhaps traits. I am very excited. I have some really, I'm not sure though if this deck is as harsh as my normal aware and beware deck. Maybe there are some words here that I need to go and add. Like, let's see. Or maybe some of them I do have. I have some words that are not quite there. But anyway, I've been playing around with a smaller deck. Anyway, this is what I was doing over the weekend a little bit too at the end of the day to calm down. Maybe it doesn't quite look like calming down, but then I'm going to cut them up. And I got this idea because over the last 5 weekends, I've been playing around with, let's see, is it in here? Yes, it is. I've been playing around with this concept, just a lot smaller. So I have a lot of them. The readings I've been doing using these as well have been interesting. I like words. Anyway, so the conversation was face to face. He was Monday and he dried up communication wise. He hasn't had intimacy in 4 years. He was excited to be close. And when we parted, it was just like he disappeared. Weird. She's like, who did? Okay, so to read it one more time, the conversation was good face to face, but then, like now, it's Monday, and he just dried up communication wise. He hasn't had intimacy in like 4 years. He was excited to be close, and then when we parted, it was just like he disappeared. Weird. Give him time. Okay, so give him time. Yellow Rose, you must give this guy time. He's scared shitless. When you haven't had intimacy for a large stretch of time, it's a big deal, and he's scared. Give him time. You have to be, calm and reassuring. It's very meaningful for him. He's not into just um, a game of tag. He's looking for something bigger, something more. Understand, Kabish? Hello, Fatima. No, you can't be pushing somebody. This cat is. Would you be quiet? Be quiet. Shush. These cats are like loudmouth things today. No, Yellow Rose, you have to give him. You have. Somebody can't be rushed into dating when if they're really serious. It's a slow process. You have to, you know, do exercise, something else. I know you do a lot of things. I know that. I'm not being like facetious or anything. But you've got to give this guy time. It's a slow process. He wants something real, and he's been like, he's been like betrayed, or something fell short for him in the past. So he's extra cautious. You understand, Kabish? Oh, and he's a librarian. Librarian. A Libra. I would just, I would just like I mean, I would see other people, of course, but I mean, quietly, like, don't, some people have different timing. And guys, I don't know what it is with, guys, help me out here if any guys are listening, but sometimes guys are really, they go through all these trips, and society's putting all these trips on men too. I mean, they've been putting, and women too. I mean, it's just, everything is so crazy. Would you be quiet, this cat? That cat is so noisy, isn't he? Oh, I was out and I just came back. Anyway, when somebody's rusted, maybe he had to make a lot of money or something. Maybe he just came from a big work thing or something's on his mind. He has to do this and he has to do that. I mean, you don't know, and he's not integrating yet. So you have to wait. It's nice. Cake. Oh, I wanted to get something, a snack today, but I got sandwich. I'm going to eat a sandwich. Fatima, what's happening? Who's here? I have to go again. And I'm going to run around and I want to get something to eat. I'll be back later. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao, ciao.